Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Teesha. Today we're going to do a mega huge post-burn review. So I have gotten through 8 3-wick candles. Now this should be coming to you probably about 2 weeks after the last one. So I do typically burn 2 candles at a time, and I do burn every day. So I know that seems like a lot of candles, and on the weekends I burn longer because I'm home and I don't do anything because I'm an old lady. But that's kind of how I get through this collection. I collect and I like to burn. I usually typically share these candles in the order of, not like that I like them, but also just like I save the best for last, if you know what I mean. So let's just jump right in. Like, the word of this week was sweet tooth. I think it's just because I've been watching what I eat, eating a little lower carb, a lot more salads, which are good. And so as I was pulling candles to burn, I wanted to save my Valentine's-ish candles for a couple more weeks. So I was getting through a bunch of gourmand. Now there's a little bit of Halloween in here. There's a little bit of Christmas in here, but for the most part, these are all gourmand candles. So I want to warn you, in case that's not your vibe, you probably won't even like this post-burn review, but let's just jump right in. And let's jump in with a sad note. I had a couple candles that I was really frustrated with this time. Let's start with this one. This is Candy Cane Cookie. This is from Goose Creek. It's a 3-wick. I really enjoyed the jar. I bought a ton of Christmas candles this year because they really stepped up their packaging. I've been having less and less issues. My shipments have been getting to me quicker. You know, nothing broken, which again, if that happens, they've been really great with customer service. But for the most part, not as much sooting, not as much wick issue, but these candles, a couple of them really gave me a run for my money. So let's just jump right in. So the notes on this one, so I like the packaging. The notes are butter, cookie, peppermint, and caramel. I didn't smell really any of that. A little bit of the cookie and a lot of like candy cane, peppermint, yeah, but it wasn't like peppermint extract where it was strong like in peppermint sugar cookie from Bath and Body Works. No, no, no. This was light. This was like just a little sprinkle of the candy cane, which, as I shared in my Fresh Blends video, this one was helped immensely by white velvet coconut. Those two blended together. White velvet coconut, you put that with anything, it's gonna help it, but that made this candle seem stronger. But when I was done burning white velvet coconut and I just had this one left, I was like, nope, it was all the other candle. So here's a little bit of the inside. Those wicks were super thin and flat, and so I trimmed them. I trimmed them down really good because the soot was a little bit of an issue. I mean, not terribly, but it would plume for a while. Like, the soot was just kind of coming up for 5 minutes. And again, you know that's going into your lungs and into your vents and everything. So I trimmed the wicks even shorter. Well, then it would look like they were dudding out. And then eventually, about halfway through the burn, they were dudding out. I was playing this weird little, like, I almost swear someone had like a remote. I would light all 3 wicks, walk away, come back, and one was put out. And it wouldn't be the same one every time. As you can see, this last burn for this candle, this wick wouldn't stay lit. But another time it would be this one. And sometimes I'd light this one and then this one would go out. And I was like, what is happening with this candle? And it didn't put off enough throw to work on it that hard. This was a lot of work. I did not really enjoy burning this candle, so I would probably not buy it again. But when I first started it, I really, really enjoyed it. Like I said, I blended it at the beginning. Having another candle helps this one for the throw, but when this one stood alone, I don't think even in a small space, which again, this is a scent I would probably want to burn in my open concept. Not that that matters, but you know, being a bakery scent, I really always kind of keep those in the kitchen area. Depends, but for the most part. But I just had high hopes for this because, again, peppermint sugar cookie is one of my favorite candles. But I have to tell you, even at a less of a sale, like a $15.50 sale, I'd rather buy that one over this one on sale because this just gave me nothing but troubles. But I've been noticing a lot of my wicks are those flat, thin wicks on my Goose Creek candles. And it's just been recently, like, I raved about Goose Creek because I've been really enjoying the burns. They haven't been as sooty. They haven't been getting as murky and dirty. This one didn't get terrible. I have a candle that got pretty bad this week, but yeah, it was a workout. So we're done with that. Moving on. Here's another one. This one did a little bit better. Hot cocoa and peppermint. And I actually burnt through one of these. I got 2. The first one I had no issues. I thought, what is wrong with me? This one did do a bit better because you can see the wicks are a little bit longer, or a little bit thicker, I guess, maybe. Not longer because I was trimming them, but this one was sooty for me. And the first burn wasn't, so I was like, what's going on with my candles? This has notes up. Let's show you the packaging. I love this whole collection. I just thought they did step it up because, again, what I was used to from the year previous was just like a little sticker. It didn't look as nice. But this one, the first burn, the first candle I had, I enjoyed it quite a bit more than peppermint hot chocolate, because it was a nicer blend of the chocolate and the peppermint. That one just seemed like straight up peppermint extract with a very little bit of chocolate. This was a better blend, the first burn. This burn, the blend was good. I do say the scent seemed the same. It was a very nice throw. I would give it like a 7 or 8. Like, it was a high medium throw. The notes are chocolate, peppermint, and cream. And that's true. I could smell all of those things. But like, again, it was just sooty. It was really sooty, and not the sootiest. How many times can I say sooty in 1 minute? Let's go. But it was the wicks. The wicks were really kind of giving me a little bit of trouble. Not as much as the candy cane cookie, but enough to where I was like, I'm done with that. I'm glad it's gone. If I had a third one, I'd be sad because I'd be like, I don't want to burn that one. Let's talk about this one. Okay, let's give Goose Creek a break. So this is the Give Warmth Marble Cup Chocolate Cupcake from Bath and Body Works. This one burnt really well in terms of throw. It's just a sticker label. But this one that was sooty like nobody's business. I mean, look at that. You can see that. I kept the wicks trimmed. They're like kind of thinner too and flat. But the soot was going into the wax from like the top. So if I would have took a picture, I wish I would have. This was a really nice clean cream wax. And as I started burning it down, you could see the part that was burnt had a lot of soot in it. So it was changing color from the get-go. It smells delicious. This has notes of sweet cocoa, milk chocolate, topped with vanilla glaze. And I liked this one quite a bit more. In fact, I still have one, more than Ice Cream Bar. I didn't think Ice Cream Bar performed as well as this one, but the notes were very, very similar to me. And I really enjoyed how this threw, but every time I'd look at it, I could see a little bit of soot, and I was like, oh, I hate it. So this is one I probably should have put on the warmer. I'm not as versed in warming. I do use wax melt, but I have like little ones from Scentsy from years ago. I need to get a nice candle warmer, maybe one that goes over the top, so that when I see this issue from the get-go, I don't continue to burn it. Because again, that soot and everything is going into our lungs, it's going into our vents. So I pay a lot of attention to that, and I still burnt it. Honestly, I could have probably put it out, but I was just like, I don't know why it was sooting as much as it was. I would trim the wicks really good, and when it would start up, the flame would come up high and just put off that black smoke, and I just didn't want to burn it as long, but I really enjoyed the scent. So I don't know if it was just my batch, but that's what I have to say. The wax got really, really gross. So there's that one. Okay, back to Goose. Like I said, I was burning through some candles. This one did about the same, almost identically to the candy cane cookie. This is spiced pumpkin donut. This has notes of spiced pumpkin, apple, and fried donut. I love that. I just love that whole, like, again, when you're going to the fairs and like apple orchards and things, and they have those homemade donuts, and it just really smelled like that on coal. But I think, I mean, and again, it really did give me a strong throw. I would say, again, this was right around that 8. You know, not a powerhouse, but pretty strong. Could smell it everywhere throughout my open concept. I burnt a lot of these in my open concept space, but look at the inside. You can tell I had wick issues again, and it was the same thing. One would stop burning. This one at the end was the one, but because they are a really thin, like small, flat wick, I just don't think I could keep up with the space, like, to keep it burning, because I would like constantly have the tunneling, you know, issues, and I did at the beginning use aluminum foil, but I don't want to do that all the time. So like I said, I trimmed the wicks, but it just would, one wick the whole time from about the halfway point down would stop working, and I was like, okay, I'm done with this. But it really was a really nice scent. And again, it wasn't super fall, so it was good to burn with these other gourmand scents. It was a little pumpkin, but not like crazy pumpkin. So it was a really, really good candle. But man, that was just giving me so many issues. That's all I have to say. So many issues. Okay, I'm done with the issues. These 4 candles performed very well. I have really no bad critiques. to say. I think mostly they're all good. So let's start with this one. This is from Kringle. This is the blueberry maple donut. I only grabbed blueberry maple, a couple, and root beer donut. And I really, really enjoyed the root beer donut. And this one was really nice too. I like that one a little bit better. It was just a little more unique to my collection. But this was a strong throw. In fact, all 4 of the candles I have left were like strong powerhouse throw level for me, especially in the category of gourmand. We aren't talking coffee. We're not talking teakwood. These really put off a nice amount of scent. And I don't have the notes for this one. I apologize, but it's basically, I know I've looked it up. I just didn't write it down. It's just like blueberry, maple, and donut. So it's got like a little bit of that fried donut in there. And then the blueberries, I thought it was more of like a blueberry syrup. So it wasn't like fresh blueberries, but it was in there and it was strong and I could smell blueberry and maple. And it was a really nice sweetness. And like I said, this one probably burnt the easiest for me. I did not have any issues with the wicks. They aren't super big by any means. And that one did float over, but it was done. So that's okay. I don't think it was over there the whole time because I would have noticed that. But it burnt evenly. It burnt fairly clean. You can see there's a little soot in there, but it wasn't anything that brought to my attention like the others. So this one I definitely recommend. I know in the past I've said like I'm not a big fan of Kringle, but I have to say the 3-wick candles I had no issues with. It was those 2-wick like medium-sized jar candles that soot like crazy and did not put off a scent, but these did. So I haven't tried any other scents besides the donut collection because I had bought these right after those 2-wick medium size. I think they were actually like Kittredge Kitchen or something. And then I had so many issues with those. I wasn't even looking on the Kringle candle site. And I know a lot of people actually recommend, so I might try them again this year, but I would definitely get a 3-wick jar, not those other. I did not like those. They did not give me any scent throw whatsoever. Okay, strawberry pound cake. We love her. We love her. There's nothing bad to say. This was one I think we all got for free when we did some kind of purchase in the spring. Fresh strawberries, golden shortcake, and whipped cream. I love this. I definitely understand why people say this is their favorite scent. It is such a delicious, authentic dessert candle. I didn't need to burn this with anything else, but I did mix it with banana bundt cake and it smells divine. And this is a strong throw. It didn't do too bad. I mean, you can see there was a little wax remnants, but that's not a big deal. And then the burn was pretty good. Like I said, I probably moved it a little early, so I don't remember having any issues with this one. I don't remember any sooting with this one. So again, this was a nice burn. I will buy this again because I love strawberry pound cake. Okay, last one up from Goose is Ghost Treats. This came out in the Halloween collection. It was super cute. It had those little like cutout ghosts for luminary. I had this one, I meant to burn it, and then we just got caught up in Christmas in October. So I decided just to pull it out to mix with my final candle, which was a salted pretzel milkshake. These two together were so good. It gave me more of that salty sweet candle experience. This one has notes of toffee, crunchy cookie, maybe a little caramelized sugar. I forgot to write it down because they've been sort of incorporating the notes, but I used to do that, write all the notes down. This one's not available anymore, but put it on your wish list if you like that kind of toffee, butterscotch, caramelized sugar scent. This throws like crazy. This is a 10, maybe a 12 out of 10. It's so good. And I mixed it with this one. And this was a really nice salty sweet. I like to do that mix like pretzels and M&Ms or popcorn and M&Ms. So I like my little salty sweet treats, and that's what this gave me. So this was delicious, and I want to just look one more time. No, this one got a tiny bit sooty, but not bad. This was good. I don't remember having any issues burning this one. So again, it's not every candle. It just happened to be the ones I chose, but I know some people say Soot Creek, and I get it this week. I really, really do. And so the final candle that I really enjoyed burning was a salted pretzel milkshake. I love that little pretzel on there. Ain't it cute? And it's in the tie-dye collection from summer. This one burnt the cleanest. It was the easiest one. I mean, I was excited to burn this candle all week. I remember like when I would look at the candles, I keep a crate of candles I'm kind of mixing in and out. And I kept picking this one up. So then I'd have to pick this one up. And I really enjoyed it. These were the first two I finished. But this one has notes of vanilla. They have a sticker over this. That's weird. It's vanilla ice cream, salty pretzel bits, chocolate drizzle. And it was so good. I mean, this is like, again, another 12 out of 10. I love this. This candle was probably the unsung hero of that collection. I think we were all excited about rainbow confetti and cereal and cartoons, but that wasn't super authentic to me in terms of like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I thought it smelled more like Red Hots to me. But this one I did get a couple backups, and I found this one for 75% off at like the first day of SAS. So that was exciting. I think I have one more and I won't burn it right now, but that was really good. So I loved the salty sweet experience of this candle. I hope they come out with it again this summer. But that's it, you guys. I know I rambled really quickly. I hope you all stayed with me. That's all the candles I burnt this week. Let me know down below what you've been burning and loving. I'll try to slow down for the next video. But I will talk to you guys in a video very soon, probably tomorrow. And I hope you guys are having a good day and staying safe and, you know, sending you blessings. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.